Hey friends, welcome back to another Vinyasa practice. This class is going to be a little bit shorter where we focus on forward bends. It's going to be a mixture between kind of strength and stretchy, kind of focusing on lengthening through the entire back body, and I hope that you enjoy it. Let's begin in a child's pose, Balasana. So maybe bringing the knees towards each other, or you can take the knees a little bit further away. Drop your hips towards the heels, extend the arms out in front of you, and ground the forehead down towards the mat. Start to feel the length through the back side of the body here. Each day is going to be a little bit different. Personally, I feel this quite a lot through my shoulders, but you might feel this more in the lower spine, in the back, maybe even into your hips. Just take some time to observe. Deepen your breath here. Filling into the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Exhaling, letting it go. Take one more of the longest breaths that you've taken today. And when you feel like you can't breathe in a little bit more, give it a try. Sip in a little bit more air. Exhale, let it go. Walk your knees in a little bit and then slide your hands down towards the side of your legs. Now you might stay here, or you might clasp onto the bottoms of the heels or the ankles. Start to lift your hips up, tuck the chin in to find Savasana, rabbit pose. You want to round through the upper back as much as you can. Pull away from your legs. Trying to get the forehead close towards the knees. Maybe you take a little shift from side to side. One more breath. And then when you're ready, release the hips down towards the heels. Reach the arms back out in front of you. Breathe in, roll yourself forward. Tap the right knee towards the right elbow. Exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand. Breathe in as you lift the arms for Vinyasa. Exhale, drop the hips towards the ground. Maybe reach the hands back a little bit more. Hands come towards the ground. Turn your left toes towards the right side of your mat. Begin to walk your fingertips out to the left corner of your mat. And you might have the hands a little bit closer or walk them a bit further away. Push the hips down towards the heels so you're opening through the hips as well as the spine. You could stay here, or if you felt like a little bit more, extend the left toes back, lift the left knee off, and then plant the left heel down. You might want to walk your right foot in a little bit more. One more final option is to lift the hands off the ground so you're really active through the lower body and the core. One more breath here. Lower the hands to the ground. If you don't have the back knee off yet, bring it up and then walk to the left side of the mat. Turn the toes in, legs along for Prasarita Padottanasana. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, fold yourself forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Toes are pointing inwards, heels are turning out. And just to begin with, you might just move the hips around, move the upper body around a little bit more. Noticing sensations where you're experiencing this today. And then walk your hands towards your back foot. Reach the hands towards the mat, or maybe even coming to fingertips. And then push your hips away. Maybe you stay here or shift the weight towards the back foot. Right hand plants down. Breathe in as you sweep the left hand high. Exhale to twist. Bend your knees here if you need. Walk towards the front foot. Extend the hands out low and breathe in. Exhale, pull that left hip away. So you're extending through the left side body. Shift the weight a little bit further towards the right foot. Left hand might come down to the ground or come to fingertips. Breathe in, sweep the right hand high. Exhale to hold. Turn the right toe towards the front of the mat. Come onto left toes. Twisted lunge. Push your hips down a little bit more. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, right hand comes down, step forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Tuck the chin in here. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Maybe you bend one knee and then bend the other knee. Another option that you can have here is taking peace fingers around your big toe and then pushing your toe down onto your fingers, letting the elbows draw wide. One more breath. Release the hands. Breathe in as you lift them towards the shin. As you exhale, hold here and then start to lift up through the spine. Reach the arms above the head. Breathe in. Exhale, take the hands behind the hips. Clasp the hands together. Pull the knuckles down. Try press the palms together. Take another deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, maybe keep the clasp of the hands as you fold yourself forward. Uttanasana, reaching the knuckles towards the front of the mat. Hands to the shins, breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank. Hold here for your breath in. You might even shift your weight forward a little bit more. Exhale, chaturanga, come down onto your belly. Untuck the toes. Breathe in, baby cobra, light press through the hands, roll the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, press up onto your knees. Tuck onto the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. You might pedal out your feet here. You won't stay here for too long. When you're ready, breathe in. Knees tap towards the ground. Draw the left knee towards the left elbow. Exhale, step the left foot outside the left hand. Lower the hips down. Breathe in, lift both arms up towards the sky. Vinyasa. Exhale to drop the hips a bit more. Open through the chest. Hands come to the inside of the left foot. Turn the right toes towards the left side of your mat. Keep pushing your hips forward as you walk your hands out over your right corner of your mat. And you could stay here or take the right foot behind you, tuck onto the toes, then lower the right foot down a little bit more. Stay here or start to lift your hands off. So you're reaching as far forward as you can. Don't forget about your right foot here. You want to press it down into the ground. One more breath. Reach the hands towards the ground. We walk to the side of the mat. Turn your toes in for a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Tuck the chin in. Walk to your back foot. This time we go straight into the twist. Left hand comes down. Breathe in, twist the right hand high. Exhale to hold. Draw that right shoulder back. Walk the hands towards the front. Right hand comes down. Breathe in, sweep the left hand high. Exhale to hold. Keep the left hand high, turn the left toes to the front, pivot onto your right toes. Breathe in, twist, drop the hips down a little bit more. Exhale, left hand down, step forward, Uttanasana. Hands to shins, breathe in halfway, hold here. As you exhale, use the strength of the back to lift yourself up, keep the spine long. Arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back, pull the knuckles down. One more breath in here, lift tall. Exhale, fold yourself forward, bend your knees. Breathe in, lift halfway. As you exhale, hands to the ground, step back into plank, flow through your chaturanga. Breathe in as you might come through upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Legs are off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Press through the fingertips and the knuckles. Lifting shoulders away from the ears, kicking heels down towards the ground. We're going to start a new sequence here. Start to walk your hands towards the back of the mat, and then walk your feet wide-legged forward fold. Bend your knees, and you might even reach your hands behind you, trying to scoop the shoulders as far forward or far towards the legs as you can. Shift your weight into your right foot. Right hand might come around the back of the heel or both fingertips down towards the ground. Start to sweep the left toes high for standing splits. Left leg is really long. If you want to challenge, both hands could come towards the back of the heel. You're kind of using this class as a way to pull your chest down a little bit more. Use your next breath in. Start to lift up, draw the left knee up into the chest. As you exhale, cross the left foot, the left leg over the right leg, finding Garudasana, eagle legs. Left toes might be down, they might be lifted. If you're feeling warm enough, you could wrap the left foot behind the right, dropping your hips back. If you wanted to find arms as well, right elbow comes on top, left elbow underneath. And maybe you press towards opposite shoulders or press the palms together. Lift your arms up. One more breath here. Use your next breath in, maybe lift the fingertips a little higher, extend through the chest. As you exhale, try fold forward, elbows towards the left knee. Keep folding forward until the hands reach towards the ground. Keep the cross of the knees as you walk yourself forward. Knees are going to land down onto the ground. Take the left foot towards the right side, right foot towards the left. It's probably likely you're on the very edge of the mat. Stay here or take a breath in. As you exhale, shift your hips back as much as you can, finding Gomukhasana. So you want to try to get both of your hip bones down towards the ground, or you might be somewhere up a little bit higher. We're going to stay here for about 3 more breaths. So the wider you have the feet, the more challenging this is going to be for the hips. Letting go of any extra tension in the body, maybe in the face or in the jaw. Start to walk yourself forward, plant the hands down. Right foot extends out to the back of the mat. Turn the left toes towards the left side. Drop the right heel down and then reach the right hand towards the front for a modified side plank. Stay here or start to take the right foot behind a little bit more. Open the chest, variation of wild thing. Take a breath in, roll the chest open a bit more, squeeze the glutes. Exhale to hold. Lower the hips down towards the ground. Left foot comes towards the right inner leg, but keep twisting the chest open towards your now left. Reach the right hand down on the inside of the right leg. Breathe in as you sweep your left hand high. And then as you exhale, you reach as far back as you can. Rather than trying to reach down for the right foot, we're trying to open and create as much space through the left side body as we can. Use your next breath in, come back through center. Plant the hands down at the front of the mat. Tuck onto the right toes. Use your next breath in, sweep the left toes high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, roll yourself forward, left knee to nose, left foot in between the hands. Right heel comes down. Breathe in as you lift the chest, but keep the hands sweeping behind you. And then as you exhale, reach them up towards the sky. Start to twist the chest open towards the top right corner of your mat. Breathe in, bend your left knee a little bit more. As you exhale, reach the hands out, just like we did before. Hands can always be down on the ground or hands reaching out. Feel the shoulder blades slide back down the spine. One more breath. Right hand plants down, tuck onto right toes, breathe in as you lift the left hand high. Exhale, left hand down, step the left foot back. Maybe you flow through a Vinyasa, making your way back into downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the nose. Last time with the sequence, and then we pretty much slow things right down. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Feet come out wide, just like before. Bend your knees a little bit. Maybe you reach your hands as far back as you can, kind of using this grasp on the ground to pull your chest as far through as you can. One more breath. Shift the weight into the left foot. Left hand might come around the left ankle, or maybe both hands if you want to challenge. Sweep the right toes high. Breathe in. Standing splits. Exhale to hold. 2 more breaths. Try to draw that right hip down a little bit more, squaring it to the ground, allowing this to experience more in the left hamstring. Use your next breath in. Start to lift yourself up. Right knee pulls up. As you exhale, cross the right thigh over the left. Maybe the right toes touch down, or you can wrap the right foot behind the leg, or somewhere in between. If you wanted arms, left elbow on top, maybe the palms press, or maybe they reach towards the opposite shoulder. Push your hips back a little bit more, get into the lower body. Use your next breath in, lift the elbows and the hands, arch the spine a little bit. As you exhale, round forward, drawing the elbows in the direction of the right knee. And then reach the hands down towards the ground. Keep the cross of the knees, walk yourself forward. Knees land down. Walk your left foot towards the right, and then the right foot towards the left. It's okay if you need to use your arms. And you can stay here, take a deep breath in, or as you exhale, you might shift your hips back a little bit more. Remember, they don't have to go all the way down. You just want to feel into the body. Tune into what feels accessible for your hips today. Deep breath in, try lift up a little bit more. Exhale, fold forward. Start to unravel. Right hand plants down. Left foot comes to the back of the mat, and then sweep the right toes towards the right. Breathe in as you lift the left hand towards the front, side plank. Exhale, hold. And you might stay here or pivot that left foot behind you a little bit more. Start to spin the chest open on your breath in. Exhale here. Lower the hips down towards the ground. Right foot towards the left inner thigh, but keep the chest pulling towards the right. Left hand walks down, breathe in as you sweep the right hand high. Exhale, side bend. You're pushing the left elbow or the left hand into the left leg to help draw that left shoulder underneath. And by doing that, you're opening the right shoulder to help the side bend in the right body. Use your next breath in, come back through center. Both hands come to the top of the mat. Exhale, tuck left toes. Breathe in as you sweep the right toes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, roll forward, right knee to nose. Right foot in between the hands. Left heel comes down. Breathe in as you lift the chest, hands come behind. As you exhale, sweep the hands wide and then lift them towards the sky. Start to pivot the hips and the chest towards the front corner of your mat, and then bend your right knee a little bit more. Push the hips back as you reach the hands forward, either off to the distance or towards the ground. Little tuck in of the chin here. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. 2 more breaths. Left hand to the ground. Breathe in, sweep the right hand high, twisted lunge. Exhale, right hand down. Flow through a vinyasa. We will meet in child's pose with the knees down. Walk yourself back. Sweep your legs to the side and then reach them forward. Now I'm going to give 2 options for where we can go next. The first being Paschimottanasana with both legs forward, or you can go for your Upavista Konasana, your wide-legged forward fold. Totally up to you, and just check in with how your body's feeling today. Breathe in as you lift up tall, lift from the waist up, and then as you exhale, tip your hips back, reach your arms forward, and then try and keep leaning as much as you can until you can't anymore, and then you tuck the chin in. And if you are in a wide-legged forward fold, just make sure that the knees and toes still face high. Taking about 5 more really slow, deep breaths here. Tapping into how much space you've created, even in the short amount of time that we've been moving together. 2 more breaths. Start to walk yourself back, and let's make our way down onto our backs. Draw the right knee up, and then let the left knee come behind. You might find the double wrap of your legs here. Right hand comes to the side, breathe in. As you exhale, draw the knees towards the left. Eagle twist. Aim to keep the right shoulder down on the ground. Find your way back through center. Left leg comes on top, right knee comes underneath. Breathe in as you extend the left hand out now, and then as you exhale, drop the knees towards the right. And if this feels uncomfortable, please feel free to let it go. Taking a simple twist. And then coming back through center for Savasana. Maybe you extend the legs out long, or you might have your knees bent. A little tuck in of the chin. Dropping into the weight of your body. Letting go of any tension and just simply being here for another 2 minutes or so. Begin to take a deeper breath. And then starting your journey back into a seat, maybe wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, taking any extra movements that feel good as you find your way up. Finding length through the spine. Take a deep breath in. Fill up belly, ribs, chest, sip in a little bit more if you can. Exhale, let it all go. I thank you so much for practicing with me today, for moving your body and connecting with your breath. It's been such a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you again sometime soon, either on here on YouTube, or you can head over to Patreon, where we post some longer classes that include more pranayama, meditation, asana, the whole works. So I look forward to seeing you sometime soon.